portraying this character Napoleon has changed your life dramatically, I'd imagine.
Oh
It
yeah.
opened
Oh yeah.
opportunities for other films, Blades of Glory, Benchwarmers. But I want to ask, like, how fun was it portraying Napoleon? I want to talk about the dance. How did that dance scene come about? Because that was a thing in my high school. Our weekly announcements started out. It was a video. You know how like the daily announcements, it has like videos of different students, like walking by, waving to the camera, highlights of the high school. It was to the song Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. But it ended with a group of students doing the Napoleon Dynamite dance. And so we saw that daily. And so it just became such a big
Yeah.
thing in this generation. Like, so how did that come about? Like,
It's so funny because when, just in speaking to that kind of social, not social, but like, yeah, that cultural, at the risk of sounding like, phenomenon, which was, we hear this all the time. And I talk about with the other castmates, we see each other, often, and it's a weird thing because while we were at the epicenter of it, we were completely removed from this whole world that existed that I really wish I could have seen, where, you know, countless stories I've heard of people telling, especially middle schools, high schools, yes, but it seemed like middle school is what really soaked it up. Where, I mean, so many people are like, oh, if you were walking around 2004, 2005, 2006 in any middle school, it was just Napoleon this, Napoleon that. And, I never saw that. I never got to see it. I really
right.
wish I could have been a fly on the wall. Just, I certainly saw, and felt the popularity because, we were at the center of it.
Right. But you didn't see the effect that the movie
Yeah.
actually had on that age
We would
range.
just hear about it.
Right.
But the dance, I mean, first of all, yeah, I absolutely love playing the character. I mean, when Jared came to me with the short script, I read it and it just immediately I felt like, okay, like this is something special. Jared's a really funny guy, and I know he has a very specific point of view. I'd seen a little bit of just a little smidgen of kind of some other class projects he'd done. I was like, okay, this guy is funny. He has a perspective that I think needs to be on film. And I read the character and I was like, this is kind of me growing up in many ways. I mean, so much of just the way he speaks and that culture and going to scout camp and making, nunchucks. I was like, that's me growing up. Like, that's me in
Right.
middle school. That's me in
Yeah,
scout.
because you were an Eagle Scout, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was definitely a lot of that, that I, again, and we had very similar backgrounds, even though, he grew up in Preston, I grew up in Oregon, and where I grew up, Salem, Oregon's not as small, nearly as small as Preston, but it's still it's not a big metropolis. It's still close enough to like, and even most people who haven't grown up in that small of a town still know kind of awkward, weird kids like that,
Right.
or were themselves have gone through those emotions, or at least through those emotions of,
Right.
this is my world and this I think it's sweet and nobody else does it. I don't
Right.
care. I'm gonna love it. So yeah, I grabbed onto that immediately and just like, oh yeah, I get this. And so absolutely love. I mean, Napoleon's still my favorite character I've ever done, and it's very special to me. As for the dance, so it kind of goes back to college, and while we were, in college, it's kind of this own, um, you know, like ecological system where everybody kind of we have similar circles of friends, and everybody kind of knows like, well, you're in that circle of friends. And anyways, Jared and I knew a lot of the same people. We're both in the film program, and I word got out to him. He had a friend who said like, oh, John likes to boogie, and I would just, and I did. I liked to, I mean, that's really the word they used all the time then, I think, was just, I like to boogie. Like, sometimes I would, this is like in the 2000, early 2000s, 2000, 2001, I think, where I would just get up in front of people. I mean, they were not strangers. I was still kind of in that mode, like, all right, it has to be friends and people I know,
Right.
or friends of friends. But, they put on some, and Jamiroquai was kind of my, choice of jam.
Right.
Uh, And so, I'd flip that onto our boom box, and I'd start dancing. And he's like, John, hey, and for the short film, he tried to fit that in. He's like, had me dancing during the credits, and it didn't really match or work, so he took it out. But he was like, no, I'm gonna back pocket that for now. And then it was about a year later, he came to me with the script for the feature, and he's like, hey, dude, we're gonna have you dance in this one, and it's gonna be the
Heck
climax.
yeah.
So I was like, oh crud, oh shoot, I gotta.
So did you just like pull that dance out on the fly, or was that?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was like, well, Jared and I, it's such an independent film, and I was like, do we have a choreographer? Should we? He was like, no, I mean, I think his attitude was just like, John, do your thing. And I was like, well,
Right.
but we're shooting a film. Don't we have to get professional about this? I don't know how to choreograph. Do I plan something? Should I plan? I don't know. And I think he was just like not worried ever.
Right.
I was the one who was stressing. And when the time came, I just kind of realized, I think if he trusts me, then yeah, I'll just do my thing. It's going to be easier. Just play some music and I'll just, improv.
It's so good. I know the dance, and I actually posted a video that it was just
Did you dance
for me, and 100%. And I
got to see this now.
Oh, don't worry, I have it. I posted it by myself in my living room, and I wasn't even trying to make a video of it. My cousin Lindsay was at my house. It was Christmas time, and I was sitting in the living room. We were watching Napoleon Dynamite, and I just started, I stood up and I was like, oh, Lindsay, I know the dance. And I start doing the dance, and she's recording me from afar, right? And when I see her recording me, I just bust out laughing. And then she posted it, and then WWE got a hold of it, and then they posted it. And so I was just like, oh my God. So the whole world knows that I know the Napoleon Dynamite dance.
And when was this? Was this like a couple years ago, or is this recently?
This was like a year and a half ago.
Okay. Recent.
Late 20s, as in
this
I should
is
know
not
better.
A middle school dance.
Yeah, no, this was as in just a year and a half ago. And yeah.
Alexa Bliss, I'll be getting hilarious and cringy stories from some of my favorite celebrities, musicians, and WWE superstars that haven't been told anywhere else. Follow Uncool with Alexa Bliss on Spotify and never miss an episode.